Can Israel give concessions to Palestine in order to seal a deal with Saudi Arabia for normalization of relations? The Netanyahu government hinted it is possible with this comment, saying that the Palestine issue will not become a hindrance to peace. So what's in it for Benjamin Netanyahu and for the Biden administration that is pushing hard for a deal to go through? Could it be a game changer for the Middle East? Find out in our next report.
US President Joe Biden recently hinted that a rapprochement may be underway between Israel and Saudi Arabia. In late July, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan visited Riyadh, while US normalization envoy Dan Shapiro visited Jerusalem. As with every negotiation, each side has its demands, as well as requests from the US, such as a NATO-like security alliance. Saudi Arabia would like to see significant Israeli concessions to the Palestinians, such as a freeze on Israeli sovereignty in the West Bank, to keep prospects of a two-state solution alive. However, it's not certain that the ultra-nationalist parties in Netanyahu's coalition government, led by Bezalel Smotrich and Itamar Ben-Gvir, would agree to such concessions. In an interview with US media, Netanyahu hinted that political questions won't block normalization, which he has called one of the top priorities of his government. He said, "If there's political will, there will be a political way to achieve normalization and a formal peace between Israel and Saudi Arabia." But how would this translate, and what does it mean for the Palestinians? Netanyahu suggested that it would mean giving the Palestinians all the powers to govern themselves, but none of the powers to threaten Israel. Otherwise, in his words, it won't be their own state. It will be an Iranian-controlled state. It's not yet clear how the Palestinians would respond to this. On Thursday, Foreign Minister Riyad al-Maliki said that Palestinians want to ensure that any normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel includes some guarantee of their right to an independent state. As well as Israeli concessions, normalization would see an unprecedentedly large Saudi aid package to Palestinian institutions in the West Bank. Netanyahu also talked about a natural economic corridor of energy, transport and communications running from Asia through the Arabian Peninsula and Israel to Europe, and suggested that this would happen with or without a formal peace agreement. Faisal Abbas, editor-in-chief of the Saudi Arab News, wrote this week that it is highly likely that normalization might be possible. And in the latest, US energy envoy Amos Hochstein, who has been involved in the normalization talks with Saudi Arabia, could reportedly take the option to Lebanon too when he visits in mid-August. This is Jodie Cohen for WION World as One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.